A 1. Speed limit. A 2. End of speed limit. A 3. Speed limit displayed on an electronic display panel. A 4. Recommended speed. A 5. End of recommended speed. B1. Priority road. B2. End of priority road. B3. Crossroads with priority. B4. Road junction with priority over minor road from the left. B5. Road junction with priority over minor road from the right. B6. Give priority to traffic on the main road ahead. B7. Stop. Give priority to traffic on the main road ahead. C1. Road closed in both directions to vehicles, riders and persons in charge of animals or livestock. C2. No entry in this direction for vehicular traffic, horse riders and persons in charge of animals or livestock. C3. One-way road. C4. One-way road. C5. Access permitted for both sides. C6. No access for vehicles with more than 2 wheels. C7. No access for goods vehicles. C7A. Closed to buses. C7B. Closed to buses and lorries. C8. No access for motor vehicles that cannot exceed 25 km per hour. C9. No access for riders, cattle, wagons, motor vehicles not able to exceed a speed of 25 km per hour, microcars, bicycles, mopeds or invalid carriages. C10. No access for motor vehicle towing trailers. C11. No access for motorcycles. C12. No access for motor vehicles. C13. No access for mopeds, motor-assisted bicycles or motor-powered invalid carriages. C14. No access for bicycles or for non-motor-powered invalid carriages. C15. No access for bicycles, mopeds and invalid carriages. C16. No access for pedestrians. C17. No access for vehicles or combinations of vehicles with a length, including the load, greater than indicated. C18. No access for vehicles with a width, including the load, greater than indicated. C19. No access for vehicles with a height, including the load, greater than indicated. C20. No access for vehicles with an axle load greater than indicated. C21. No access for vehicles or combinations of vehicles with a total weight greater than indicated. C22. No access for vehicles carrying hazardous substances. C22A. Closed to lorries not meeting the requirements stated in Article 86D. C22B. End of closure for lorries not meeting the requirements stated in Article 86D. C23-01. Rush hour lane open. C23-02. Clear rush hour lane. C23-03. Rush hour lane closed. D1. Roundabout, compulsory direction of travel. D2. Instruction to all drivers to keep to the right of the sign, or left if arrow is reversed. D3. The sign may be passed on either side. D4. Instruction to drive ahead only. D5. Instruction to follow the direction ahead shown by the arrow. D6. Instruction to follow one of the directions ahead shown by the arrows. D7. Instruction to follow one of the directions ahead shown by the arrows. D8. Instruction to follow the direction ahead shown by the arrow. E1. No parking. E2. No parking and stopping. E3. No parking for bicycles or mopeds. E4. Parking area. E5. Taxi rank. E6. Parking for disabled drivers. E7. Parking permitted for the immediate loading and unloading of goods only. E8. Parking facilities only for the category or group of vehicle shown. E9. Parking for permit holders only. E10. Entrance to controlled parking zone. E11. End of controlled parking zone. E12. Park and ride facilities. E13. Parking facilities for car sharers. F1. No overtaking. F2. End of no overtaking zone. F3. No overtaking of cars by lorries. F4. End of zone with no overtaking of cars by lorries. F5. Give way to oncoming vehicles. F6. Priority over oncoming vehicles. F7. No U-turns. F8. End of all restrictions imposed by traffic signs. F9. End of all restrictions imposed by electronic signaling panels. F10. Stop. The sign can also contain further information as to whom it is directed and why. G1. Motorway. G2. End of motorway. G3. Expressway, main highway. G4. End of expressway, main highway. G5. Living street, recreation area. G6. End of living street, end of recreation area. G7. Footpath. G8. End of footpath. G9. Bridleway. G10. End of bridleway. G11. Route for pedal cycles only. G12. End of pedal cycles route. G12A. Route for pedal cycle and mopeds only. G12B. End of route for pedal cycles and mopeds. G13. Optional cycle path. G14. End of optional cycle path. H1. Built-up area. H2. End of built-up area. J1. Uneven road. J2. Bend to right. J3. Bend to left. J4. Double bend, first to right. J5. Double bend, first to left. J6. Steep hill upward. J7. Steep hill downward. J8. Dangerous crossing. J9. Roundabout. J10. Level crossing with barrier or gates ahead. J11. Level crossing without barrier or gates ahead. J12. Level crossing with single track. J13. Level crossing with 2 or more tracks. J14. Tram, crossing, ahead. J15. Opening or swing bridge ahead. J16. Road works ahead. J17. Road narrows on both sides. J18. Road narrows on the right side. J19. Road narrows on the left side. J20. slippery road. J21, school crossing. J22, pedestrian crossing. J23, pedestrians. J24, cyclists and moped riders. J25, loose chippings. J26, quayside or river bank. J27, wild animals. J28, livestock. J29, two-way traffic. J30, low-flying aircraft. J31, side winds. J32, traffic lights. J33, queues likely. J34, danger of accidents. J35, reduced visibility because of snow, rain or fog. J36, risk of ice or snow. J37, danger. Details of the danger are shown on the plate beneath. J38, warning bump road hump. J39, warning for retractable bollard, polar, in the traffic lane that can be used to regulate access to streets and areas. K1, low-level motorway information sign showing both main and intermediary destinations and the motorway number. K2, advance warning sign of a motorway showing the distance to the next exit and destinations after the exit. The top destination is the name of the exit, direction to aerodrome, airport and the road number. K3, information sign for exit to motorway service area, showing the name of the rest area and symbols for the services offered. K5, non-motorway advance information panel showing intermediary destinations, road numbers, a viaduct symbol and a sign for an industrial zone. K6, non-motorway information panels showing intermediary destinations and non-motorway road numbers. K7, signposts for cyclists and moped riders, finger posts, showing local and intermediary destinations, municipal cycle route numbers, above, and showing intermediary destinations and intermediary cycle route numbers. K8, signposts, multiple, for cyclists and moped riders showing intermediary destinations and indicating an alternative route, in italics, to one of the destinations. K9, diversion with alternative route shown on an advance warning panel for a non-motorway highway. K10, advance warning panel within a built-up area showing an intermediary destination, local destinations, local tourist sites, local facilities and road numbers through the town. K11, lane instructions on a non-motorway highway. Panel showing intermediary destinations, road numbers and directions to a motorway. K12, local signpost within a built-up area showing names of individual districts. K13, signpost within a built-up area showing district numbers. K14, route for the conveyance of hazardous materials. L1, no vehicles over height shown, underpass. L2, pedestrian crossing. L3A, tram stop, bus stop. L3B, bus stop. L3C, tram stop. L4, get in lane. L5, end of lane. L6, lane fork. L7, number of through lanes. L8, no through road for vehicles. L9, advance warning of a no through road for vehicles. L10, advance warning of traffic information for the direction shown. L11, information on panel applies only to the lanes indicated. L12, information on panel applies only to the lane indicated. L13, model sign traffic tunnel. L14, hard shoulder. L15, hard shoulder equipped with emergency telephone and fire extinguisher. L16, emergency telephone. L17, fire extinguisher. L18, emergency telephone and fire extinguisher. L19, nearest exit or second nearest exits in the directions and at the distances indicated on the sign.